We got over 60 championships, over 50 MVPs. We got my man, Tone. Tone, tell him who you is and what you do.
Hey, what's up, man? My name's Antonio Thomas. Everybody calls me Tone. Right now I'm the owner and the CEO of Supreme Flag Football. But I started playing flag football first time I ever played was 1999. So, but it wasn't like an organized league. But it was just a bunch of guys went out there and played pickup. We played with flag. That's the first time I ever played flag. And then I started playing in the leagues when I was like 2000, and then just blossomed into what it is now.
You played regular football?
Yeah, I played City League. I'm from Daytona Beach, so I played in Daytona Beach for the Cowboys back when I was like 11, 12, 13, 14. Then I went to play for the Evans Trojans in 9th grade center.
Trojan.
Then I went to West Orange. Then I went to the U.S. military. I went to the Marine Corps. Played for the all-base team, 2001 and 2002. Made the all-base team. At the same time, I kept coming down to Florida because I was getting homesick, and that's around the same time I was playing flag football here, around 2000, 2001. That's when I started playing in leagues in Winter Park and Ocoee and shit like that.
What actually got you into playing the football?
When I was a kid?
Yeah, as a kid.
Man, it was a love I had for the game. I don't know where it came from, but one day I was had a bunch of childhood friends, man. Bobby Dandrin, Cuba Hanks. I know a few of y'all gonna be watching this. Nikki Dandrin, a bunch of us from Daytona Beach, and we all just was playing sports as it was going by. We was playing baseball and baseball season basketball and basketball season came around. And then we had football, and then we all just gravitated towards football more than anything. And then football thing was just took over, so we all just kept, Then we started playing City League, and then that was it. We all just loved football. So I had a passion from when I was young, and then my favorite team was the Cowboys. So I was playing for the Cowboys, and I was watching the Cowboys. So good. They had a lot of Florida players on their team at the time. They had Michael Irvin, Emmitt Smith, Russell Maryland. Then they had Deion Sanders later on. So I just started liking the Cowboys because they had a bunch of Florida players. And so then it just happened, and it's been my passion since I was a kid.
Who's your favorite player? Who inspired you the most?
Deion Sanders.
Yeah, so what you like about Deion?
He been my favorite player since I was a kid, man. The way he played, man, the way he was talking, the way he talked shit, you know what I'm saying? Like the way he just the way he carried himself, you know what I'm saying? I love the way Deion. I used to, watch biographies about him and documentaries and stuff like that, autobiographies about him, read his books and stuff. So I always loved Deion Sanders. And then he was from Florida. He's from Fort Myers. So that ain't. And then he went to Florida State. I'm a Florida State fan. Then he played for the Cowboys. So that's the two teams right there. So I always loved Deion Sanders. My number is number 2 after him. To this day, I wear number 2 because that's what he wore at Florida State.
If you got a chance to meet Prime Time, what would you tell him?
Man, I'm one of his biggest fans. You know what crazy shit about it is I have a trophy room in my house, and half of the trophy room is people I met. And I met so many big names throughout this, flag football celebrity world, and the one person I ain't never met is Deion. I met Randy Moss, I met Bobby Bowden, I met numerous people, but I never met Deion. But if I ever met Deion, I would tell him like, hey, I was a big fan of yours, along with Tupac. I'm a big fan of yours, but sometimes they say it's not good to meet your idols, the people you look for, because you might be disappointed, but who knows, man.
So that's where it's a little secret. That's where the Outlaws team come from.
Tupac, yeah.
Gotcha.
That's where the Outlaws came, yeah. The name came from that. We started Outlaws in 2004. So it's been going on almost 20 years, 18 years now. So I started Outlaws, and that's where it came from, Tupac and Outlaws. So the Outlaws was always around Tupac, that was his group, so That's what I named us at. That's why I named us the Outlaws.
So speaking of the Outlaws, tell us a little more about the Supreme League you got.
The Supreme. Well, I started Supreme in August of 2020, and that was because
2020, sure.
Yeah.
I thought it was a little bit longer than that.
No, 2020.
2020.
And because it started because of COVID.
Gotcha.
So if there was no COVID, there wouldn't be no Supreme. So why it happened that way is because at the time all the leagues shut down. Like we was playing in Winter Park, we was playing Sport and Social, we was playing even all the tournaments. Like everything shut down when COVID hit, and we ain't had no leagues going on. We ain't had nothing going on. Everybody just sitting at home, not doing anything. So all we did was work out. We had these gauntlet workouts. So all we did was work out on the weekend, and that was it. We ain't had no football because you couldn't have too many people at the park at one time, like 10 people or something like that. So the leagues just shut down. And then at the same time the league shutting down, certain leagues, we got tired of certain leagues because certain leagues would cancel on a raindrop. Certain leagues would cancel like charge you $500 to play in their league or something like that, and then
scared of the water. And
then they have a couple raindrops, they cancel. You know what I'm saying? So it wouldn't be necessary for the players. It'd be somebody making money off of it. So I used to run a league back in the day, from 06 to 2010. I ran a contact. That was my first league I ever ran. It was called Top Flight. Mm-hmm. And that was like the godfather of Supreme. So it was a 5-on-5 contact league.
Gotcha.
And everything I give out in Supreme, I gave out in Top Flight. I gave out the MVPs, the All-Star game, all that stuff that you see Supreme do, that's what Top Flight was doing. It was a 5-on-5 contact league instead of a non-contact league.
Gotcha.
And I ran that at Eagles Nest from 2006 to 2010. It never got as big as Supreme got because a lot of the reasons Supreme got as big is because of social media. You know, we didn't have that back then. So, but it was still, a lot of people to tell you it's one of the most funnest leagues that they ever played in was Top Flight. You know, it's contact, and like I said, I was charging the same amount I charge now.
Do you like contact versus non-contact?
Back then I did, not now. Yeah. I mean, I'm 40 now, so I don't want that smoke no more. So. But when I was younger, yeah, it was funner because it was more like real football. Like you get to bump and run somebody, people blocking, people was cracking back, like all that stuff. So
speaking of you being 40, what's the oldest player out there in Supreme right now?
I think I want to say maybe 46, 47, somebody's out there. I just turned 40, but I think somebody's like 46, 47 out there and still playing. Matter of fact, no, I'm lying to you. There's this old man named Bill. He's 71 years old, and he's playing out there. Now he plays on a team called Surge.
Bill is the GOAT. 71 years old, and he's still moving like he's 18. And I'm not lying.
Bill plays out there. He's 71 years old. I forgot all about Bill. But Bill plays out there, and we have a 35 and up division. But Bill doesn't play in that. He plays in the regular men's division. He's 71 years old. So I give Bill that utmost. I always give him respect for that, you know. So, you know, that's an accomplishment to be playing that old shit.
Bill is. I've actually played against Bill, and Bill will go on top of you.
And humble.
Humbly, with no problems, and will help you and tell you what you need to do.
I mean, yeah, he's 71 years old playing, so I mean, the shit.
Yeah, some people don't like COVID. I know a lot of bad things have happened during COVID. Would you say COVID have helped you?
I would say, because like I said, I had this league back then, so I stopped doing Top Flight originally because I felt like I didn't have enough help. So I felt like I was doing it all by myself, and I feel like I just got tired of doing it. So I felt like I ain't had no help, and I got exhausted from running the league so much, and mentally exhausted, really, not physically, but mentally just exhausted. So I stopped doing it, and then everybody kept asking me for a good 10 years till I started Supreme back up. Good 10 years. Hey man, bring back Top Flight. And I was like, nah, I don't want to do that no more. And then when COVID hit, and then we had nothing to do, people started hitting me up and being like, "Hey man, won't you bring back a league? Won't you start a league? You know a lot of people, so and you know how to do it already. You know the formula." So I was like, so I started thinking about it, and then as months went by, I started in August. COVID first hit in March. So as this went by, time started going by, and I started just thinking like, man, these leagues ain't coming back. So I was like, I want to play again. So I was like, instead of doing workouts, let me just start a league back up. So at first I did a tournament in March. So maybe like a week after COVID hit, I did a tournament. And the dude at the Eagles Nest told me like, you can't have more than 40 people at the park. So I limited it to like 6 teams. So I said, you can't have more than six people on your roster.
That's something exclusive there that you said there.
Yeah.
Because, you know, at some point in time, people was like, we need some more teams and we need more people out here and a lot more going on.
So I did 6 teams. I said you can't have more than 6 people or something like that on the roster because I couldn't have more than 40 at the park. So that happened, and we had a tournament. And then months went by, we just kept working out, whatever. And then after that, I said, you know what? It started opening up more. So I started convincing the dude, like, let me bring more people. So then at this time, by August, I could bring whatever I want now. It was a bit more laid back with the COVID stuff. So I came back, and then our first season we had 17 teams, that's a lot for a regular league that's been going established. Like that was our first season, 17 teams, and we came back and we had the Eagle Nest, and we ain't had no lines at the fields. Like we ain't had no out of town teams, no out of town players, nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's nothing what it is now.
How many teams you have now?
54. So it is our 7th season, and we have 54 teams, and and every season it keeps getting bigger and bigger, and we keep adding more divisions and more divisions to it.
54, that's all dudes, or how is that? You got
it's 36 men's teams,
okay,
11 women's teams, and 7 35 and up teams.
So you got women out there playing with the dudes?
No, they're
not playing, but
they're playing against each other. Like the women's, it's just a women's league. Gotcha. And we got and we're the only league that I know of in the state of Florida that has all 35 that just has a 35 and up league. And then we have a 35 and up league that just play against each other.
So 35 years and older.
Yeah.
And that's where you get to play.
Yeah.
And nobody under 35 can play that. So you don't have to worry about none of the young kids.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice there.
And then the women's divisions. We got 11 teams in our women's. It's the biggest women's division. I mean, we turned into the biggest league in America. We won that title last year, the best league in America.
Tell us about that title. What title are you talking about?
Well, in March of 2021, somebody nominated us for the best league in America. So when they nominated us, they took the top 64 leagues in America. And we were one of the top 64. I was just happy to be nominated because we just started 7 months prior to that. So I was just happy to be nominated.
So you're telling me in 7 months, you have the #1 flag football league in America?
Yeah.
How does that feel? I mean, like, you can be. Go ahead. You can be tired. I mean, that's a lot.
Listen, but it's not all me though. So I can't never take credit for that, and I can't never be like, oh yeah, I did that. I just own it and I started it, but at the same time, like it all worked out, to where everybody came together and helped out the situation and helped me, and teams came from everywhere, and so that's how it happened. So somebody nominated us, and then every week you would go against a league from somewhere in the country, and then every week you would get eliminated. Like it'd be like a vote, like American Idol type of shit. Mm-hmm. So, and every week we advance, and then till we went against the league that won the best league 3 years in a row from Pennsylvania, and we was ranked number 59. It was ranked number 1.
Gotcha.
So I was like, damn, we might mess around and win this thing. So then we end up winning the whole thing. In March of last year.
Was it the Outlaws team or was it?
No, it was the league Supreme.
Okay, gotcha.
It was the entire league Supreme. Okay. So Supreme flag football, we won the title, the best league in America, and we were named that in March of 2021. But I always thought we were the best before we even got that title. I used to put hashtags on stuff I would post, and I thought we were the best league in America before we even got that official title.
You manifested.
Yeah. And when we got that title, check this out, when we got that title, we had 27 teams in the league, all total. Mm-hmm. It was after our third season. So we had 27 teams in the league total. No women's league, no 35 and up league. We didn't even have lines on the damn field. It was 27 teams in the league and we won this title. Now we got 54, so in less than a year, we doubled that. And we got a women's league and a 35 and up league. And we moved to a bigger and nicer park than what we are when we actually won that title. So, now we won that title last year. So from us winning that title, we ain't sit on our ass and take it and be like, oh, we won best league in America. Let's just stay in the hood, for lack of a better word. Like we still moved up and increased to where we was, and more teams, more divisions, more people, more players from out of town, better park, better facility, everything improved. So it's not like we won this title and just sat back on it. We won this title and got even better.
What are some key things you think help you get? It's like some players, some things you did to change to help you get there.
I think the main thing that we want that got us this way is a few things, and the main things are, I let people make their own schedule. So that's why we have a lot of the out of town teams come to play here in Orlando. Like people come from all over the state: Miami, Tampa, Jacksonville, Tallahassee. They come from everywhere to play here.
What's your furthest team?
Probably Tallahassee. Well, between Tallahassee and Miami, whichever one's further.
Okay.
So, but it's people come from everywhere to play here, and it's because I'm letting them pick their schedule. They didn't, like normal leagues will make a schedule and be like, you playing this week in advance. We switched the whole industry and made it to where you could play 5 games in one day and not come back to Orlando for 3 weeks.
Gotcha.
So that's what happened. That's what we did. Like, so I give the schedule and let these people make their own schedule for the league, and that's what happened. And then that was a part of it. Then another part of it was the price. Not only was I charging half of what other teams charge, what other leagues charge. Other leagues charging $500.
Y'all hear that? You charge half the.
Other leagues are charging $500.
I played in some leagues, and these leagues go up to a large amount just to play. And he's charging half of $500.
I charge $250 a team. And for the stuff you get for it out of this league is way more than what a league charges $500 for.
What's some of the stuff you get?
So we have an all-star game. We're the only league that has an all-star game. So we have an all-star game. We have an all-star game MVP. We have regular season MVP, defensive player of the year. We have player of the weeks we give out every week. We have a fastest man contest, a strongest arm contest. We have all these awards and all these contests we give out. We have a women's all-star game now, a women's all-star team. So these are things that no other league was doing, and no other league still does. So how this happened, that along with the price, along with the make your own schedule, all that put in the pot, and that's what made the ingredients for the best league in America.
Who are some of the big players you got out there playing with you in the league?
That attracted, and by them things I just spoke about, that attracted the best players and the best teams to come to play. So now the best league in the world, the best team in the world, which is TDR, which they won the world championships, they play in Supreme. They've been in Supreme for about a year now. They've been playing with us. Wet and Dirty is another good team. Like all the good teams from Florida play in Supreme. So even if you're not a top level player or a top level talent, you have the chance to sit here and say, I play against them boys. I play in the best league in America, and I have a chance to play. If you don't play in tournaments, you can still say, I play against TDR. I play against Wet and Dirty. I play against Rubicon. I play against Flight Squad. I play with whoever. I play against these top teams in the best league in America. So even if you don't play in a tournament, hell, Some tournaments aren't as big as Supreme on a regular weekend, on a regular Sunday. You know, and that's just the facts of it. And that's just, like I said, like I'll never take credit for that. That's not me. That's all of us put this work in and put this together.
You got any NFL players out there in the league?
No, we haven't had any NFL players, but we had some players out there that have gotten paid playing football. I mean, Nooney Murray plays out there consistently. He plays. He was playing in Canada, and he won the MVP of our league twice. Ken Griffey Jr.'s son was playing out there. Kenny Shaw came out there, but he wasn't playing. He came out there a few times, come out there and check us out. Kermit Whitfield from Florida State, he played out there before. So yeah, like a lot of the best play, but as far as like flag goes, all the best players in flag have played in Supreme, and not even close. The best team in America has played in Supreme. The team that won the AFFL 200,000 has played in Supreme. Like every best player in flag football has played in Supreme.
Is that what makes Supreme different?
Yeah,
we gonna say that what makes you guys better than most leagues?
I think that the competition level out there is fierce. Mm-hmm. The price, the all the awards and different stuff we give out, the make your own schedule shit. All this is a big part of why I made it the best. And the thing about it is, I can charge $500 a team because I got the clout to do it now. Because we got all the teams and the divisions and all that shit that we still offering shit that no other league gives out. So I can actually bump it up to $500 if I wanted to, but I'm never gonna do that because it's never been about money to me. And I wanted to show the other leagues and the other players that you can do this without trying to charge an arm and a leg to do it, and you can make it a players league, which I've done this, made this a player league because I'm a player. I ain't want to get charged an arm and a leg, and I got tired of doing that. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna show you that you can do this without trying to get rich off it. And the people that try to get rich off it, they're not getting rich off it because that's what you're doing, and people see through that shit.
The competition level, is it real competition, or is it say like I just like football and I just want to go out there and play, or do you have to be a real dog to come out there?
I mean, in Supreme, you gotta play. You know, this is not just YMCA league. You know what I mean? It's best in America for a reason. So you got to come out there and play, and do your thing. You know, because I mean, like there's teams from, you know, A to B out there. You know, so it's not like everybody's a top notch team, mm-hmm. but everybody gives that top notch effort though. So when you come out there to ball, you gotta come out there to ball. Like it ain't like you playing at the YMCA. Like everybody giving you their best effort out there and they top notch, you know, level.
You having any like big money bets?
Yeah, I mean sometimes, and that's on their own. Sometimes they'll bet $500, $300. You know, I seen a $350 bet. You know, so sometimes they'll bet their own money, and because that's how the competition. That's how they got. You know, they want to beat it. But me myself personally, I never involve money as a cash prize for Supreme, because once you add money to it, that's gonna dilute the product and dilute everything. Because some people don't want to just give money out because they know they can't beat a team like TDR. They know they can't beat certain teams, so they're not gonna just come and be like, here, I'm gonna just give you $300, and for what? You just all you doing is paying their rent for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they don't want, at the end of the day, win a cash prize. So that's why a lot of tournaments, I ain't gonna say a lot, but that's why some tournaments have problems right now, is because they doing a cash prize and certain teams don't want to just give money to other teams because they know they can't win that shit at the end of the day. So that's why I don't involve it, because to me, the original concept of why I started Supreme was for the love of the game. So once you involve money, it doesn't turn into the love of the game no more. So you got to keep it originally what you did it for, and that's why I do it.
Just to have not fun, but keep the love of the game.
But at the same time, there's people that are in bed, and people like some people want to win a Supreme championship more than they want to sometimes go and play in tournaments. You know what I'm saying? Because of the name of Supreme now. It's so big now, and the name, like, you won an MVP, you won a championship in Supreme, whatever, you know, like, so some people want to win that thing so bad, and that's where it's at now.
Are you gonna have like where you can bet, like say like a competition where it's involved where you win money?
Well, we have
for the teams that think they're better than TDR and they want to bet some money and go challenge them.
Well, we have contests at the end of the season. We have a fastest man contest and a strongest arm contest, okay. and with that we give out cash prizes because that's to me that's harmless. So if somebody feels like they're the fastest in the league, then jump in the fast man contest. You win it, you get a trophy, you get the publicity, and you get a cash prize.
So you let anybody just jump in those?
Anybody can jump in those contests, and then you can you win it, you get cash, you get a trophy, and you get the notoriety of it. So
what's the fastest person you've seen out there? Who's the fastest?
Last season it was Samir Baker. He won the fastest man. But every season has been somebody different. We never had like a repeat champion, so every season has been somebody different.
They say Florida the fastest, and for you to say every season, how many seasons you had? Seven.
Yeah.
7 different. And strongest man. What about that?
We had one person that won it 2 times, but that's been different too. But
who was that?
Philly won it 2 times. He won the strongest arm contest.
How far did he throw?
I think it was, I want to say 60, 65, something like that, 65 yards. But yeah, he had an arm on him, but like I said, the fastest man. It's so much speed out there that's why we never had a double champion. It's always a different champion every year.
And are you guys playing with the poppers or are you playing with regular flags?
No, it's poppers. First season we started, we had triple threats, and that's because nobody in Orlando. A lot of people that's 3 flags. It's 1 belt with 3 flags. Poppers is just 2 belts that just pop off. So the triple threats we had at first because Orlando never had a league that was a 5-on-5 no contact league with poppers. Never had one. So we had a 4-on-4, but that was 20 years ago. But we never had a 5-on-5. So a lot of people here, never knew about it. They never knew about triple threat. They never knew about poppers. Period. So we just played 7-on-7 right here, 6-on-6. So we never played with poppers here, and so. The first season of during COVID, I let everybody just wear triple threats. And then once the second season came, I was like, hey, everybody, you got to get poppers. If you don't have poppers, you ain't going to play.
Pop one of those folks. We're going to show the competition. Y'all see that?
Yeah.
So it's not, you think you just going to...
Yeah, you just got to pop. That's why it's called poppers. So
you think you're going to get out there and just pull the flag and lollygag and...
Yeah. So, and this is the introduction to Supreme, so that's what I had to do at first. It was like, because a lot of people didn't know how to play 5, they didn't know the rules of it. Now it's like second nature to everybody. You need poppers, you know the rules of 5-man. But before, in Orlando, we were just a city that do a 7-man. That was it. We didn't do nothing else. So, but now we do 5-man more than anything. So we're catching up to the rest of the state.
Do you think the flag environment will get big like the NFL? Because I see it's been on TV a lot lately.
I wouldn't say the NFL, but I say it's getting bigger than what 20 years ago when I came in. There's a lot of social media helps that out a lot, and you see people putting their highlights in their videos. We ain't had that back then. We didn't have highlights of videos and people just bring their phones out there and record. We didn't have that 20 years ago. So now it's out there, and now you have a national flag team, a USA national flag team. So they're trying to put that into the Olympics in 2028. So they're trying to put us in the Olympics. So, and the format they're using is 5-on-5, which is my league. So
now you got a chance to win an Olympic gold medal in football.
If they put us in there, yeah, which I think they will. So they're trying to bring a youth camp. A youth national team, which that's what I'm bringing a youth Supreme this year.
So you got 35 and up. You got girls. You got the regular where everybody can play. Now you bringing kids.
Yeah. Well, we're doing co-ed next season. So we're doing a co-ed.
And co-ed.
Yeah, we're doing a co-ed division next season. And then later on this year, we're gonna do a kids Supreme. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna do a kids Supreme, and I'm just trying to figure out all the logistics and everything we got to do for that. But we're doing a kids Supreme. Sooner or later, we're gonna end up doing a kids Supreme, because the director of USA Flag Football, he's been texting me about doing it, and he wants to do a camp with me and do all kind of stuff. So it's a lot of stuff that's brewing right now about that, and I'm gonna put that out there soon too.
Okay, you said you had top flights. You stopped them because there was a lot of mental problems.
Yeah.
Now you've like tripled your load now. So how are you controlling that mental workload now and getting everything, controlling everything now?
Well, because years ago when I was doing it, I like I said, I was doing it all by myself. So I didn't have no help. Like I was doing like everything by myself, and I feel like I ain't had no help. And so now I have a bunch of people that help me do this thing. So so now, like, if I'm not there, I feel like I can put somebody to be in charge for that day, and they can still run the show because the show runs smooth, you know, like, because of how it is. So now, like I said, for instance, back in the day, like, I made a schedule like how everybody else made a schedule, because we ain't had no out-of-town teams. So, like I said, social media made this huge. So we ain't had no out-of-town teams. So I used to make the schedule for the whole season in the beginning of the season. Now I don't have to do that. Like I text the captains, but how many games you want, when you want to play, and they tell me, and that's it. You know, so basically I don't have to do the schedule. I just got to write it down and post it. But everybody makes their own schedule, really. You know, and then I have people that help me print the schedule out. I have people that help me, you know, the refs help me out while they're out there. Like, everything runs smooth. It's like a machine now, you know. So it wasn't like this in the beginning, but it got like this, you know. And then also I stopped playing as much as I was playing, because that's probably another factor, because I was playing like 6 days a week flag football, you know, in different leagues and different tournaments and different, you know. I was doing this for years, you know. That's how I know so many people. Like, I was playing like 6 days a week. Literally, the only day I had off was Friday. So I was playing every day of the week, you know. So now I stopped my load. Now I only play on Sundays in my own league, and that, a lot of reason that is because my son plays now. So my son has all these tournaments he plays in. He has his leagues he plays in, these league tournaments. So, and then he's one of the best players in the state right now. So a lot of my time goes to him. So
how old is your son? He better than you?
9.
9? Nice?
Yeah, he's real nice.
Better than you was as a child?
Yeah, I wasn't even playing until I was 11. So he's better than I was at 9. Man, shit, he runs routes better than some of the people out there, you know, that play Supreme.
What position do you play?
I play receiver. I mean,
what's your favorite position?
My main is receiver. Okay. My main position I played my whole life is receiver, but I mean, it's Supreme, like, now I'm playing quarterback this season. So you play quarterback, I play rusher, I play defense, I play receiver, like pretty much everything. You know what I'm saying? But now I play quarterback. You know, because if you're smart enough to know plays and stuff, you can play quarterback too. So it's not that hard.
What would you say the most complicated position out there?
I'd say probably maybe safety. Either safety or quarterback.
Why you say safety?
Because that's the quarterback of the defense. So it's a lot of stuff you got to call, think about. But it probably be quarterback, because a lot of people can't play quarterback. You know, and so you got to know plays. You got to be smart to play quarterback. So it's a lot to go into quarterbacking.
You got any sponsorships or anybody helping with the league? How's that going?
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, people helping us is, man, we got a lot of sponsors this season. So it's I hope I don't forget nobody. So I mean, we have Deshae Washington. He has his Flag Beast. We have Rudy. He has Liam Pressure Cleaning. Man, let me look at my phone. I know I'm gonna forget somebody. Because we started with no sponsors, right? So now we have 13 sponsors this season. So we have sponsors, and each sponsors help us out with different things, you know, and it comes with different things. So I mean, we partner with the Orlando Magic. If you want to they give you discounted tickets. Jessica Lima's our ticket provider. Thomas Ochoa is our timeshare provider. If you want to go to any hotel, any resort in the nation, like he'll hook you up. You know, just tell him you came from Supreme. Shaq is a big sponsor for us.
How did you get those two? You said you got Orlando Magic and Shaq. How did those come from?
Hold on. Let me say the rest of the sponsors before I forget. Okay. All right. So all right. So we got the Magic. We got Timeshare Company. We got Shaq. We got Deshae. I got Eric Cooper. I call him GM. He's a sponsor. The winner of 35 and up gets a free entry to the next season. Gotcha. So whoever wins 35 and up not only get you trophies and all the stuff that we give out, but he'll give your entry fee. He'll spot your entry fee for next season. We also got DJ Fisher. He has a smoke shop company, and he does that and on the internet and stuff like that. Sometimes he's out there with his table and everything. So he's sponsoring that for us. We got Alejandro Morales. He sponsored any T-shirts like these T-shirts we got right here. He'll get you, and he get them cheap and it's good material and everything. So if you want them, holler at him. He sponsors our Player of the Weeks every week. What else we got up in here? GF Sport. This is Gabi. He has a tournament coming up in June. Whoever wins that tournament gets his free sponsorship into Supreme the next season. Same with James Sunshine Thompson. He plays on the Gritty Boys Showtime. He has a tournament coming up next week. Same thing with him. He's donating money to Supreme, and so he's there. The Fellas Barbecue, they're a sponsor of Supreme. Whoever wins the women's division this year, they get a free sponsorship in the next season, so they'll pay for your entry fee too. Okay. What else we got up in here? Dexter Lee. He has D Lee. We call him D Lee. He plays on a team called SIPA. He's a real estate agent. He's sponsoring the Fastest Man and Strongest Arm contest. So everything that you win on there and cash prizes. Matter of fact, I take that back. He's not sponsoring that. Frank Greco sponsoring that. He does the juice box and everything. He's sponsoring the cash prizes. D Lee's sponsoring the championship games. So whoever wins the championship games and all that, he's sponsoring that. Okay. And I think that's it for the sponsors. Okay, so the thing about Shaq and okay, that's what you asked me. Yeah. The thing about Shaq, okay. I've known Shaq for about 15 years. So back when I was doing Top Flight, YMCA used to have a league, Dr. Phillips. So I played out there, and Shaq used to come out there and play sometimes. So one day I met Shaq, first time I met Shaq, and I tried to get him. This is when he was still in the NBA. He was playing for the Phoenix Suns at this time. So I tried to get him to come out there to Top Flight just to make an appearance. And then he was like, "Oh yeah, I'll do it. Once the season over with." So the season wasn't. They were still like it was like October. I want to say around this time. So they were just about to jump into the NBA season. And then so I hit him up, and then when I hit him up to come out there the next season, like in the off season, it just the times never matched up. So he's never made it out there. So I haven't seen him like in 10 years. So when I saw him again, I actually saw him at a store. I want to say 6 months ago or something like that. So when I saw him again, he saw me and he was like, "Hey man, what's up, man? What's up, Tony?" I was like, "What's up, Shaq?" And then he was like, "Hey, you still run that football league?" So he remembered me from running that football league. So I was like, I was like, I was shocked that he remembered that. So he, probably millions of people that he knows and sees all the time. So I'm surprised that I even saw him, that he remembered my name, much less, or remembered the damn league that I ran. I was like, yeah, I run a league. It's not top flight, and I started explaining to him I was called Supreme, and blah blah blah, whatever. So I put the conversation when I met him I posted it. So then he said, make me a sponsor. He had a TV show coming up called Shaq Life. Okay. So he said they made me a sponsor and tag my foundation and tag my TV show coming up. And this was like I want to say it was like November or October or something. And I was like, okay, I got you, Shaq. And he was like, and just gave me a wad of cash, you know, and just said, promote my stuff, and then here, I'll make me a sponsor of your league. And I was like, I got you, Shaq. And the thing about it is, this was Shaq has always done. You know what I'm saying? Like, Shaq has always done this for small businesses, and he even said to me, like, I support small businesses from here and just from everywhere. Like, Shaq will go into a store and just buy somebody's stuff. Like, this is how Shaq is. You know, he's the most giving person, giving celebrity that you're probably ever gonna meet. You know, like, it's many stories and many stuff on Instagram or Facebook about him doing this. So this is how Shaq heart is. Like, he'll just come and just give you something, you know, and that's how he is. Mm-hmm. And then he asked me, what's the name of your league now? I said Supreme. He's like, oh, y'all living up to that name. And we started laughing about it. So I try to get him out there to come to Supreme and make an appearance so everybody can meet him, mm-hmm. get his autograph, take a picture, whatever. But that man's so busy that it's hard to do that. So I keep trying, but as long as he having Supreme, I'm gonna keep him as a sponsor, and I'm gonna keep putting his stuff out there, because Shaq ain't have to do none of that. You know, that man is already a multi-millionaire. He ain't have to do none of the stuff he does. And for Shaq to come out there and just to give anybody anything, you know, it's amazing to me, because you don't see celebrities like him doing stuff like that. So I know I've spent a lot of time talking about Shaq, but this man right here he has my utmost respect about anything in life, man. Like, Shaq he's the GOAT, you know.
Gotcha. And the Magic, you said.
Oh, the Magic. You
gotta be a pretty lucky guy.
See,
for football, to get a basketball. I mean that.
See, the Magic. A lot of people think the Shaq thing came with the Magic. No, they came two different entities. So the Magic thing came. Okay, so one of the players, girls, plays out there, and she works for the Magic, you know, but she don't go with this guy no more, I guess. So she hit me up and wanted to just come out there and talk to me about the Magic, you know, being a partner with Supreme and give me these packages and stuff. I've been talking to her for a few months, you know, before this actually happened. Okay. So, you know, we just started talking, and then next thing you know, she made us a partner with Supreme, with the Magic, and it was like, hey, if any of you guys want a discounted rate, hit me up, I got them. And I was like, okay, cool, you know, we'll do that. And then, but that's how Supreme is a lot of times. A lot of stuff goes on behind the scenes, and I'm talking in the works with certain stuff about certain people, and I just don't put the business out there until I know it's official. Like, there's stuff going on right now, but I'm not gonna post it or make it
school?
Until
we gotta get some little inside school. What we got coming?
Until it's actually official. You know what I mean? Like, well, you know, that's just because that's how I am. I don't want to set nobody up and put some stuff out there, and then people be like, "Oh, Tony, you said this," and then it don't happen. Gotcha. You know what I'm saying? So if I put it out there, that means it's gonna happen. You know.
So anything we can expect? I know you said we're not gonna get too far to the good details, but anything in the future that we can expect? Coming from
definitely the co-ed's coming next season. So that for sure is coming next season. There's stuff with the kids that's coming, if that's for sure, but it's just the details is not for certain yet. Gotcha. But the kids is coming. You know, the Kids Supreme is coming. It's just not the details of when and how I'm gonna work this out, but it's definitely in the works right now.
Okay. Where can we find you if we wanna find to get a team and play? Where can we find you at?
Man,
how we get involved?
You can get my phone number. You can hit me up on Facebook. What's inbox me.
Facebook page.
Or go on the Supreme page. Hit me up any kind of way. Like, I'm probably the most accessible commissioner you're ever gonna meet. You know, like, if you want to hit me up, I talk to anybody. You know, no matter what time of the day it is.
Yeah, he do be up. I don't think Tom he not human. I don't think he get no sleep.
Yeah, it don't matter when you hit. He knows. You know, you can hit me up at any point in time of the day, and I'm gonna reply to you soon. You know, soon enough, or talk to you about it, whatever you want to talk about.
Anything else for the people you got to say?
Listen, all I wanted to say is, like, you never know what somebody's going through. and a mental history, you know, or mental life. You know what somebody go through. So I know I made this post months ago, and a lot of people on Supreme page I don't even know, you know, but I know they play in my league, but I don't even know some. I only know some of the people, you know. It's just getting so big to a point where it's not like we started at first where I know every single body. Like there's a lot of people out there that shit I don't know. So I made a post months ago and I said, listen, if you ever going through something, you can hit me up and call me. A lot of people have done this. Hit me up, call me, they somebody talk. Because you never know. Some people are here, ain't got no family, ain't got no friends, and they just play. But maybe they need somebody to talk to. So I'm always here. You know, you want somebody to talk to and keep it between us, yeah, I'm always here. So you never know what somebody's going through or something like that. They might need somebody to talk to, mental health, whatever. I got you. So I ain't no therapist, but I'm just telling you, like, I got you and I'll talk to you.
What's your you got an Instagram page?
No.
No Instagram?
We don't have no Instagram page, but you can go on the Facebook group page. It's called Supreme Flag Football. And it's easily found right now.
Okay. So just type in Supreme and
type in Supreme Flag Football on Facebook and then it'll come up. It's easy to find right now. We got over 1,300 members in there. So it's pretty easy accessible now.
There you have it. The #1 flag football team. I'm gonna say it in the nation, the best flag football team. If you think you the best, come to Supreme.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you for having me, and y'all make sure y'all go on his YouTube channel. What it's called?
Imafool Lyfestyle.
There you go. Make sure y'all go on his YouTube channel because this gonna be up there, and then y'all can look at this how many times y'all want to, and it's gonna be up there. But we gonna put this everywhere, and that's it. You know, like y'all.
Oh
make sure
yeah,
y'all.
we coming to check you out. You gonna give us a little show? You gonna put on a little show for us?
Yeah. Come out there, man.
Get some live action.
You'll see tomorrow, man, how many people out there. Now listen, off the field and being as a commissioner, I'm humble because I'm amazed by all this. I'm still to this day amazed by this. Like I just don't understand how we could just go from 17 teams to 54 teams in a year and a half, and all these different divisions and how big it's gotten. Like I still don't understand. Sometimes I'm shocked how big this shit got, you know. But as a player, I still talk shit. You know, I'm different as a player now. As a player, that's how I am. But as a commissioner, I'm very humble by this.
That's where tone come in at.
Yeah, I'm very humble by all this as a commissioner. You know, and then you looking at right now. You looking at our 4-man. I used to have a league out there. We had one of our seasons out there. Our 4-man was at Ronaldo Academy. Ronaldo, the famous soccer player, he had his own academy, and I was renting that place out, and we was playing on blue turf, and but I had to stop doing that because it was gonna be a liability sooner or later because we ain't had no give around. They had poles everywhere, and I knew sooner or later somebody's gonna get hurt real bad, so it had no space out of the end zone to run through. Like, so if you just gonna hit the wall or something, it's like arena football. So I ain't want to just keep dealing with it. I ain't want no big mishap to happen. So we had to just be one and done right there.
Gotcha.
And then we went to this park now. We are now.
Where you playing now?
We playing at we call Holden Park in Orlando, but it's called Cypress Grove Park. Okay. You know, and it's a huge park. You know, we'll stay there for the foreseeable future because now it's a nice park, but it's a huge park. You could probably fit 10 fields there if you need to, you know. And the other park we was playing at, like it was getting too small for us. We outgrew that park.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.